Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Moroccan food culture. And I hope you are all well, and I hope the weather hasn't been bad to you at all. So, today we are making a soup which is really very popular at this time of the year, and it's really, I would say, a healthy soup, which is fava beans soup. We have fava beans in different forms and different kinds, but what we are using today will be using dry fava beans. But we have, if you can't find them, we have frozen fava beans. If you never seen fava beans before, these are really very tiny and they are frozen. You'll find them in the frozen area of the in the shops, in the big shops. You can sometimes find them like this, like peeled. And the difference, just if I take one of these and peel it, you'll see that's how you might find them like this. And these are, it would be better for you because when you make a soup you don't want the skins to be stuck in your mouth. So these, when you boil them, you'll have that mushy, like mushy peas, really similar to that kind of texture. Okay, so then we have dry fava beans, which is these. These, when they are fresh, they are like this green and like that. But when they get dry, that's how they become. They look yellowy, and you can say the form of them. It's like bigger ones, and you can find them even bigger. These ones are tiny. If you ever grow them, you will see what I mean by these with from this one. And if you leave them to dry on the branches, you'll start to see something like this. Um, but before you see that, you will see them like this. You see? Okay, so these are the different forms of fava beans. Fava beans are really very nutritious, good for the, like, to bring the temperature in the body, and they are full of boosters, of immune system boosters. And that's why, hi, Irene. That's why we use them at the winter time. This recipe specifically, it's really, you see people going very early mornings when it's really cold, straight away to the like a street food person, a man or woman, sometimes women, because that's one way to make to gain some money and to be independent. They used to make these big pans of soup and sit in the corner of some streets and sell them. And by 9 o'clock, she's gone home, so she can take care of her family in different other things. Okay, so basically that's what it is, and that's how they look. These ones you can have them like a snack. What you do with them, if you ever see them, you buy these from the ethnic shops, like that, and you soak them in water. And I advise you to always soak the beans or any pulses before. For some reason, they are much healthier when you soak them than cook them after. And obviously, with the living cost and all these things, the time for cooking would reduce as well. So that's what you do with these. Like I said, I'm going in and out. You soak them in the water. Then after that, you take that water away and you boil them. And when they are boiled and softer, you can just put a bit of cumin, take the water off, put them in a bowl, a bit of salt and cumin, and just eat them like that, like a snack. We used to get them when we get out of the school. This is our snack. We didn't have like to go and buy sweets. They were sweets, but most of the time you see these people standing outside the school with the small stalls, and they selling fava beans boiled like that. So these are all little cultural things that you might, if you go to Morocco, you might still see them. They are still there. You see the fava beans, you see the chickpeas, like boiled chickpeas, and they sell them, and you put some cumin on them, and they connect cumin with fava beans and the chickpeas, because cumin, they help you to not to have bloated tummy, and that's why they always put cumin in it, in this kind of food. The other thing I'm going to talk to you about today is you can make this soup with these fava beans, or you can make them with green peas. And green peas are, you do the same similar way. And I did cook some green peas as well today, this morning, so I can show you. Hopefully, will these ones while they cooking will get the other ones sorted. So they are two different peas, but both of them, they are good for this soup. I used to say, I came with these stories this morning. I'm sorry, but just to share with you something. I used to say in the family, if we had somebody with a broken bone, when I was very young, then I didn't know why, but every morning or during the day, when they make this soup, they give him they said 40 days, when they have, for some reason, to help the bones mend, they used to give them this soup. And I didn't know why or anything, but eventually when I started doing my cooking classes, I learned about it, and apparently this is good for bones mending, for somehow, I think, because it has calcium or protein or something in them. Yes. Other thing than that, this recipe, when you cook it, and if you leave the soup in the pan, you'll see it like it becomes like really like a cake. And in the northeast, anybody from the northeast there would say yes or no for that. They do this ham and peas sandwiches, and I was really and I find out that they make them with yellow peas, and this is that's texture that they have the paste, or like the peas in the pot or in the pan to make that sandwich. It's the same. So what I'm saying here, if you make this soup, you might be able to have that sandwich. Try it. So that's kind of ham and sandwich or something. Yeah, ham and sandwich. That's what I learned here. Okay, so to start with, we have the peas that I soaked, or the fava beans that I soaked. And when you soak them, that's how they look like. They look like they're growing up, like they're swollen, and they are really. That's the way that you want them, and that's how do you do them really. So once you do that, and you can see, so put. So just I washed them again and again, and that's basically what I did. So once you do that, I'll take them out, and it was about 250 grams of beans. So what you do when you soak them, you take them out from the water, and you always look through them, because sometimes they do have a little friends there, little creatures in them. But before you put them in to soak, look through them and take any skin. Maybe that's why they have protein, because they can have little tiny black creatures, and that's what they are. It's better to use my hands. So that's basically what it is, and it looks like 250 grams of this, and it looks much more than what I put in, but it just, that's how it becomes. So once you do that, you take some water. It's very simple, very easy to put together. Put some water, and I would say about 1 liter. And then you want it, you don't want to put it, so just cover them with with water like so, and just leave them to cook. It's better to have less water, and you add some water than have too much, and it will become really runny, and you don't want the soup to be very runny really. So then we have garlic. A friend of this soup is the garlic, because like I said, it's a winter warmer, and you need your blood to rise really, to warm you up if you are out and about, or if you are working outside or something. So I put there about 5 cloves of garlic. It's up to you. If you don't like garlic, you can just reduce it, like put less. Then I will put a stock, a vegetable stock, just instead of boil, of starting of having the stock mixed separately. I just put it there straight away, and then start the fire. Put the fire on. Okay. Yeah, we want. It's always a problem with this because it has a safety button and it won't start. Okay, so I bring it to the boil. Then what we need to add here is cumin. And I'll add some cumin, about a teaspoon of cumin. Don't feel shy about it. And one thing, these are guides. So if you think you like cumin more, you can always add some more. That's what I would say. Cumin and paprika. Then I would add some chili, but I won't add too much chili. Recently, with all this cold, and with all the winter times, and we need more immune system protection, I start to add a bit of ginger and turmeric. So this turmeric, it's very well known with the goodness in it. So instead of buying whatever you find in the markets, I don't know, tablets or gels or little capsules or whatever, you can just add it to your food. And when you add it to your food, it becomes really more into your routine. It becomes something that you get a habit of using. Then I would add some olive oil, about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil, because I can always add some more later. Then I'll add some salt, and the salt is up to you, to your taste. You might find this recipe, it's a bit different than what you are used to, but this is really a very basic recipe, and it's really easy. And like I said, our Moroccan friends, spices, they are all here, but what we use today is mostly the cumin. The cumin is our big one. Like we add quite a bit of it, and like I said, it's always, since I grew up, always when it's something to do with pulses, it's always coming with it because it helps to digest, and for some reason you don't give you that bloatomy. Don't know how connection, but someone who's more into nutrition would give you the answer. Okay, then like I said, I added the ginger and just for more goodness. And once I do that, I'll cover it and just leave it to bring it to the boil, and just leave it to stew. What I'm looking there for is a softer texture of them beans. So the more you cook them, I would say about I'll give them 15 to 20 minutes. Then you'll start to see them getting softer. So that's basically what I do with the fava beans. Okay. Any questions? Please just keep send me questions, or if you have any questions from prior recipes, please let me know and I would answer you. If you tried anything, please share the photos with us. Please do, because it's really important to know how did you get on. Did you do something different that put your stamp on that recipe? And that would be really good to share as well. So just leave this to cook, to come to the boil, then we'll come back to it. So like I said, I'll put to one side. I'll bring this one here. Like I said, I did cook some this morning, and that's how it looks. And I cooked the peas, the green peas, and that's how it looks when it's cooked. Again, I soaked them, and they are now softer and really easy to blend with the blender. That's what I will do while we're waiting for. Because this is a recipe. In the past, they used to use to cook it overnight, because the fava beans, with the sun there and everything, they are really dry. Even they soak them, but they still need a long time to cook. So they put them on the charcoal, on the charcoal pit, and put them in and just leave them to cook very slowly overnight. Then in the morning they are ready. And they always used a wooden spoon. And that's very popular in some parts of the country. You'll find people doing this Bissara, which is really, when you say Bissara, it's like a delicacy. It became a delicacy now, because when you live abroad, these things you don't see them, but it becomes like a delicacy. And this is really very simple and easy, and really it's a recipe. They started because it's cheap, and the families, they need to eat and to have something nutritious. So basically that's why they started it to cook. They started to cook it like that. It's a cheap food for workers, for people who don't have a lot of money, and it's good, and it's always served with bread. Like crunchy bread. Okay, so let's just go through this one. Like when you cook it a long time, you don't really need to do this with the blinder. It's all like very well. What we're looking to have. So we're looking to have a really nice So that's the texture we're looking to have. And like I said, this is very light. You can, like, it's, if you go in for a walk, you can put it in a flask and take it with you. And I do that a lot of time. Like so if I am going out with some friends, I just fill the flask and take it out with me. And it's honestly, it's really good when you are after a long walk. I just push this, push it there, and I will show you something that you have to be aware of when you cooking this. So this is the boil. It's coming here, and always be careful and be aware of this. When you start when this starts boiling, it's always have this foam. But what you do with it to get rid of it, just mix it. Just mix, give it a good mix, and that would just make it disappear. Because sometimes if you are not aware of it, it might overboil around the pan. Then once it starts boiling, just leave it, and we'll just see how it goes. Any questions, please? Just let me know any questions you have or anything. So, pardon me. I just thinking about other format how to eat this. You can make a dip with the fava beans, but when you make a dip, you choose the fava beans with no skin. So that's what you buy from the shop, and you can find them at that like frozen parts of the shop. So and then let's just hi Stuart, you're welcome. It's a pleasure. Okay, so once we do that, and this is very similar. The only difference is tiny bit. The color would be this one yellow, a bit yellowish, but they are both the same. Then you serve it. It looks like I missed a garlic there, which is not a problem. So you serve it like that, and what you do with this when you serve it, you drizzle a bit of oil on the top. And the other ingredient you can put on, some people prefer the cumin, others they prefer chili. So it's up to you. If you want it hot, you put the chili. If you want it cold, if you want it not cold but not spicy, just put some cumin. And that's how it is when it's done. And that's you say it's if you ever go to Morocco at winter time, because sometimes you don't see it at the summertime because it's very hot. So you will go to street food shops, small coffees, specifically in Marrakesh or in the north of Morocco. You'll see this little shops selling this as a food with some bread. So that's how it looks. And I hope you try it, and I hope you give me some feedback about it. And if you didn't make it, let's check the pan. So I'll show you how so this is our beans for the fava beans, and they start to become softer, but they are still hard. So we are there for a while. Share your photos, please, with me. If you, it's coming. If you're film for a minute. Any questions, please? Thank you. We just have to. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you try this. And this is basically what will be having the similar texture, similar way to serve it, and except this one I made it with peas, and the other one was made with beans. If you do, like, you can freeze it. If you do go to if you cook too much and it's too much for you in one go, or your family, small family, put them in tube, like boxes, and put them in the freezer, and just get it out every time you need it. Thank you very much, Irene, and thank you, everyone. I hope you get have a lovely weekend. Take care, and I shall see you next time. Take care. Bye, everybody.